does a mortgage loan cost? So if I wanted to search and I was going to look at, let's say, 2 or 3 different banks, what in my head could you say is a typical cost of a loan?
I think there's 2 things you got to compare. It's rate and fees. Generally speaking, rates are going to be relative within the same ballpark. If you go online, if you can find whatever you want to search for. There's a lot of hidden costs behind interest rates. Sometimes it makes sense to buy them down. You buy them down, it's called discount origination points. Depending on how long you're going to stay in the home for, we'll always look at buying it down, but we'll also look at the cost of buying it down. Everyone wants, the lowest rate in town, but you got to see what you're paying to get the lowest rate in town. And if you're going to be in the home for 5 years, it may not make sense to pay it down. If you're going to do a bunch of additions to the home, your value is going to increase. It may not make sense to pay it down either. It might make sense to take advantage of your future equity in the home instead. So to buy the hard cost of a loan, you're looking somewhere probably $1,500 or so between, credit reports, underwriting, processing, and you have an appraisal fee of about $500. So let's say $2,000, which are included in your total closing costs that we discussed earlier. And then again, you can buy the rate down as low as you possibly want it, but I'm here to educate you, give you your options, tell you if you buy it down, here's the cost, here's the benefit, here's the tax benefits. Discount points are generally speaking tax deductible. We'll give you the total picture and all the information you need to make an educated decision, not just tell you, hey, here's the rate without telling you there's $10,000 of costs associated with it.
And I'd want to clarify because I sometimes have clients that come to me and they've already shopped 2 or 3 different places before we even started the home search. And so can you clarify if someone was going to look at a rate, is that even appropriate to do 3 months before you find a home? So I'm going to start to wrap this up, but I wanted to add just an endorsement to I guess, share with clients because I've referred you for many years and I hopefully will continue to refer you to many years to my clients. And so I wanted to add why do I choose to refer Ayaz and the First Home Mortgage group that he heads over there. And I wanted to at least say that I prefer a local lender. It's extremely challenging to get in my inner circle. So the many lenders that have tried, I've only had 2 over 14 years that I've recommended, as much as I do. I always have about 3 lenders that I like to have as a referral source to give out to my clients. And right now you are absolutely number 1. And so the reason for that is because of your timeliness. I have never, ever had an issue getting a pre-approval letter when I need one, that you've walked people through it. You have saved my clients thousands of dollars. You have done things, even if there was an error anywhere along the line, you have absolutely stood up and made it right. And so it's not that a mistake can't happen, but when it does, you make sure it's right. And so that is extremely important to me. And so you help make me look good, quite frankly. So I don't want to get 3/4 of the way through the process to find out there's issues. And so we've closed on time, and it's been a pleasure to work with you. And you've grown dramatically since I've known you. And so you guys are one of the largest, if not the largest, around. So that wasn't always the case. And so I appreciate doing, working with you and offering, you as an option to my clients. And so I want to say thank you and wanted to put that endorsement in here. So if anyone had any questions or thoughts or reasons as to why that I'm giving this recommendation, these are the reasons. And so it's an imperative part of the process of buying a home that I can't control is the lender. And so I do my best to recommend somebody that I know can do a great job. And that's why.
I appreciate the endorsement, the kind words, of course, Matt. And Matt is a past and I'm sure future client of ours as well. So I want, also to test to Matt. I mean, he's overall, we work with a lot of different agents. Matt's organized. He's on top of it. He's honest. And he's also not scared to tell you what you need to get the deal done, which, I think Matt's high success rate in this market and the market I met him in, 5-7 years ago is very different. He's adapted very well to the different market conditions. He's not scared to tell you, hey, this is what you need to get the deal done. And I appreciate transparency more than anything. And Matt will be honest and very transparent with you. And if you want the house, he'll tell you what you need to do to get it.